May our good deeds not put us in trouble. Yes, I say that because sometimes our kind gestures, things we do from our hearts, tend to turn out to be bad to people that receive them or situations that springs up at those times. It is sad. Okay, I'll tell you a story. Yesterday on my way back, on my way back from the market, I needed a lift. So by the grace of God, I was able to get one. Now, this person that picked me up, by the time I was entering into the vehicle, the first question he asked me was, "Do you know me?" And I was like, "No, I don't know." He's like, "Then why did you flag me?" I said, "Well, I was just led to flag you down. I needed the lift to get home, the estate, because it was quite late and the tricycle runners had stopped working." So he was like, "Well, he doesn't usually stop to pick up people because of the experiences he has had." And I was like, "Yeah, I totally understand. I totally understand. There are a lot of people that don't pick lifts." He said, "Well, true, but his own experience is really personal and many people might not understand." I was like, "Oh, really? So what happened?" He said, it didn't happen to him though. It happened to his friend. But of course, you don't have to wait for something to happen to you for you to learn from it, right?" So now this his friend gave a lady a lift on a rainy day. This lady had a baby she was carrying behind her back. So he felt touched and moved to help them, which he did. Now, while they proceeded after he picked the lady and the baby up, they got to a point where police stopped them. And police kind of just asked them some random questions. And she was carrying the baby on her back. And the police officer was like, "Why not remove the baby from your back and bring him forward or bring the child forward so you can be comfortable in the car? Why carry the baby on your back?" Now, the man said he failed to realize that even the child she was carrying was covered. Like she covered the child with maybe a shawl or something, maybe because it was raining. So the police officer insisted, and that was when they discovered that the baby she was carrying on her back was dead. Dead. So the man, as the guy that picked her up now, whose child is this? She kept mute. Where did you get the child from? So the police officer, next thing the woman said was like, that it is the man. No, the man said that they should carry the baby and go and bury the baby somewhere else. That they should go and bury the baby. She doesn't know have any information. She just turns the whole tables around. Put the whole thing on the man. Someone that just decided to help you. Imagine how he fell into trouble. This was how they picked him up, took him to the station, charged him. At the end of the day, he landed in Kirikiri prison. So the guy said that when his friend, after fast forward to when he was released, when the guy was telling him the story, he told himself, which is a man that picks me up now, told himself that he will never give somebody a lift. Because you can imagine how his kind gesture just landed him into deep shit, deep trouble, months of his life put on hold just because he wanted to help somebody. And I could totally relate, I could totally understand what he was saying. So I say to you today, and I say to myself, may our good deeds not put us in trouble. Because if that guy had just passed, maybe he would have just been at home in peace. So I thanked him for helping me because God was the one that orchestrated it, right? It is well. Just keep doing good. If it is good to do good,